everyone, so good to see you. So this is my first ever favourites video. I've tried to be really careful and not pick out products I've already talked about too much, which was quite hard because I've tried so many recently that there are just so many things that I have really been enjoying using. I've got a bit of a mixture of hair, what have I got? I don't have a skincare product. I think there needs to be a skincare product in here. Just one second. Okay, I think we're sorted now. I've got some hair stuff, some makeup, some skincare. So let's get into it. Apologies if this is looking a bit gross, but this is my new hairbrush. This is my wet brush. This was a case of YouTube made me buy it. I can only brush my hair when it is wet, generally speaking, although I was recently given some hair straighteners from a friend, thank you very much, and that's made hair brushing a whole other experience for me. It's very surreal. If you've seen my e-salon review where I talk about colouring my hair using the e-salon system, I did straighten my hair to dye that, and I've put some pictures in, so if you want to see me with straight hair, then hop on over and have a look. I'll put a link down below. But this brush is lovely. I've tried a few different brushes over the years, obviously. I've tried a TG sort of curly hair brush, which I still use, but it's just not enough to get the knots out really. I tried the Tangle Teaser, which was okay, but I just found the design of it a bit difficult to brush my hair, and I just constantly dropped it. I know you can get one with a handle, but I think that one looks a bit weird. And then I heard about this one, and I absolutely love this hairbrush. Goes through wet hair like a dream. I wouldn't go so far as to say it has transformed my life, but it is a lovely hairbrush, so loving that one. Whilst we're on the subject of hair care, I kind of feel like I am on some kind of 90s renaissance thing. I used to use a lot of hair mousse in the 90s, like I think a lot of people did who either had naturally curly hair or a perm. Mousse was the only thing that you could really use for curly hair, and you ended up with quite crispy, just... If you were around then and you had a perm or curly hair, you know what I'm talking about. It was just crispy horribleness. And it kind of put me off mousse for a really long time. And in my hair care video, I talked about how the product that I always go back to is a TG product. It's a curl cream, and I've used it for a very long time because it gives good defined curls, but they're quite natural, they're not crispy at all. Well, this whole 90s renaissance thing I'm talking about is thanks to this right here. I think I may have even used this back in the day because it's been around for a while, but they had it on offer at Boots. I think it was a third off, so I actually got a few things. Some things I'm very disappointed with, but we'll save that for another video. But I got these two. So again, the original serum, which I'm sure I used back in the day, and this Curl Reviver mousse, and oh my goodness, love, love, love. Now, whether I use this on its own if I'm having like a straight day, or use them both together, or maybe just this one on its own, the results are just gorgeous hair. Now, I'm aware of the fact that my hair doesn't really show up particularly well when I film, so apologies, but this is the equipment I have right now. But my hair is really soft, beautifully shiny, nicely defined curls, super, super happy. So the 90s are back, but they're better than ever. Has anyone else seen that thing going around about Rimmel Heather Shimmer? I was a Heather Shimmer person. Anyway, enough talk about the 90s. This is something that I've had a little while. I use the tester. Sorry, I'm looking down because I'm trying to make it a bit more presentable. But Double Wear Light. This is my current favourite foundation. It's not actually what I'm wearing today, but this is lovely. I have it in intensity 1.0, and it's lasting really well actually. I'm always worried when I try more expensive foundations how long they're going to last, and it is a lovely foundation. So this is definitely a favourite at the moment. It just gives a really nice level of coverage. I've tried the normal double wear and that was just too much for me, but this is really nice, good level of coverage, and it dries down really nicely too. Although I don't feel like I've still found my holy grail foundation. I'm still looking, but this is certainly the closest that anything has ever come to that kind of status. On the subject of new things that I've been trying, this is another YouTube made me buy it. I'm constantly trying to find something that covers my under eye area well. I find that things really settle in my fine lines, don't really cover my dark circles. I have many dark circles. I have a 2-year-old that doesn't sleep and hasn't slept properly ever, really. So I do need something that will stand up to those dark circles. And at the moment, I'm really liking this. I do have this on today. I like the fact that it really lightens up the area as well. It feels very light going on. It blends really nicely. You do get a little bit of settling in the fine lines, but I'm not even sure if that's something that you can really avoid that much, particularly when you have oily skin and everything's kind of moving around anyway. But it's just so lightweight, and very brightening, and just everything you want in something that's going to knock your dark circles out. I've been on a long journey trying to find really good eyebrow products. Now, I was very late, I think, to the eyebrow thing. I had non-existent eyebrows. I will probably pop a picture in just so that you can see how non-existent they are. And I've tried so many different things. I'm probably just going to do a whole separate video on the things that I've tried, because I've tried them all. I even tried Wonderbrow recently, and I was really enjoying that until these. Now, Soap and Glory do make some lovely products, and I've got a few makeup items of theirs that I really like, but these two I'm really liking using at the moment. I've got them on today. They are the Brow Tint and Precision Shaping Pencil and the 2-in-1 Brow Filling Pencil and Brush. Now, if Soap and Glory are watching, which I'm sure they're not, but you never know, what I think would be the perfect product would be this brow tint. This felt tip end is absolutely amazing. It's amazing. I could use that on its own. This product, however, what they're classing as a pencil, is too thick for me. I don't actually use this end at all. I suppose you can get fairly thin lines with it if you're careful, but it's more of a crayon. It's got a real crayon-y texture to it. What I would do, if I could, is to have the felt tip one end and then this bad boy the other end. So this is the, yeah, they're classing this as a pencil. This is far more pencil-y to me. It's much finer, it's harder, you don't get as much product out when you're using it, and I just think it's a much more superior pencil. So if they had the pencil from this with the brow tint, oh, that would be amazing. The brow tint is amazing. You can build it up. I'm doing a really bad job of this, but they work so well, and the tint, it's amazing. I probably will film a separate video just to talk about it, because Wonderbrow claims to be like smudge proof, budge proof. You can wear it in the shower, you can sleep on it. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. But essentially it is a product that is sat on your skin, and if you've got oily skin like I have, it tends to settle and clump a bit if you move it around too much. Whereas this, no, wrong end, whereas this, it's just a fine felt tip, and it's really easy and controllable to use, but it does not budge. Does not budge. It's so good. It tints the hairs. It looks very natural, I think, and that's the look that I'm after. Anyway, we'll stop raving about that for a second. On the subject of stuff that doesn't budge, I have been trying this product. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me pop a picture of this up a little while ago. I've been trying it for quite some time, and it's the NYX Proof It Waterproof Mascara Top Coat. Now, I don't particularly love waterproof mascara. I may have to try a few just to get a comparison, but the mascaras that I do have, I obviously want to use them up first really, because there are some in there that I really like. And just some of this over the top of those non-waterproof mascaras makes the mascara waterproof. And I suffer with a lot of smudging under the eyes, as I'm sure probably lots of people do. And this just stops that from happening. You have to be careful not to use and comb too much though, because essentially it just combs your actual mascara off. I'm pretty sure this is full size. It's not the biggest bottle in the world, 5.5 ml. So yeah, it's not very big at all, but it is a pretty good product. It does what it says it's going to do, and boy have I tested this. I think the first day I tried it, Storm Katie was wreaking havoc in the southwest of England, and it stood up to that test, so good stuff. The last two products I want to talk about are both from the same company, and that company is Lush. One of the products I've actually mentioned in another video, which is my hair care video, but the first one I'm going to talk about is something that I bought from the Lush Kitchen, which is where they make up small batches of exclusive products that you can buy, and that's the Celebrate Solid Perfume. This is my favourite. Is it my favourite? No, I do have two favourite smells from Lush. Probably more, to be fair, but this is kind of one of those, because it was only around Christmas time, it felt really special. It's that beautiful orangey, oh my god, I love that smell. It smells kind of blancmange to me, like orange blancmange. It's got like a milky orange smell. I don't know if that's making any sense at all. But lovely little solid tin. You get, how much in here? It's not actually telling me. It's quite a lot. It's more than the solid perfumes that they used to create. However, the scent isn't as strong as it used to be with the smaller pots of solid perfume they used to do. I used to have quite a collection of those, and the formula definitely seems to have changed from how they used to make it. So I'd much prefer smaller pots but stronger scents. But oh, when I put this on and I just catch a waft of it, oh god, I love this smell so much. The last product, so that this is also Lush, is sorry, this is not the best little thing to show you, but this is the Sugar Daddy-O Solid Conditioner. This is what I mentioned in my curly hair care video. Oh, again, this is a smell thing. I love the smell of like Parma violets, that kind of smell. And this is definitely a more sophisticated, less sweet scent than Parma violets. But when I've used this, and I don't use it very often, this is a sample that they gave me, and I've used this quite a few times. When I've used this, and I don't know, a breeze goes through my hair or something, and I just catch the scent of it, I just think, oh my god, my hair smells amazing. But if I go to actually smell it itself, I can't smell it, so it's kind of magic somehow. But this is absolutely beautiful. It's quite tricky to use, hence why I don't use it very often, because you have to really take your time to work it into your hair and work it into your hands to get someone there to then put it on. Sometimes if I'm feeling a bit impatient, I will just try and kind of scrub it straight onto the hair, but that doesn't work very well. It made me want to try the Daddy-O shampoo as well, because if it smells the same as this, then that's going to be an amazing thing. But yeah, love that. Love how it makes my hair smell. It just smells beautiful. So that's it in terms of my first ever favourites video. I hope you enjoyed watching. It's been a lot of fun to film. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye!